Hi, this is Laurel. Welcome back to Laurel's Real Money Talk, where we're talking about how to make, keep, and invest money with the team. Let's talk about your business strategy. How are you doing with your business strategy this year? So first of all, do you have a strategy, and do you understand strategies and tactics? So strategy is the higher level thinking. Jim Collins in Good to Great, Built to Last talks about BHAGs, big, hairy, audacious goals, big things, strategies you're going to get done this year. So for us, I'll give you an example. We got our Millionaire Maker magazine up. We got our Ask Laurel app up. We've got this podcast up. We are back on LinkedIn like we have never been. We've got meetup groups. So we have higher level strategies. The tactics are all of the things that it takes to get those things done. So what I find is a lot of folks, let's go a couple different directions. Online folks are very attached to just kind of parking one Facebook ad or one LinkedIn ad and just hoping it all works out. Or they're really stuck on one medium. Like I know some people, like I'm a pick on college coaches because my son's about to go to college. They are all stuck on Twitter. They don't use Facebook. They don't use Instagram. They don't use Snapchat. And the truth is Twitter's on the downfall. Facebook's going to be the king of the kingdom for quite a while. So what is the strategy that you're using that really isn't working, but you're not monitoring, you're not measuring the result that's coming from it? The other one I want to go to is just industry specific. So industries like real estate, insurance, financial services, so old fashioned in their models, right? They go door knocking almost. They buy leads. None of that works as well. And then my favorite is when real estate agents are just looking for what I call, the marriage model of a strategy. Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to buy a house? Versus when do you want to buy a house and actually have a consult. So the agents that I've helped and the brokers that I've helped become millionaires, they have online presence that are very, very strong. They actually do a consultative model. They do it all on the phone. They don't do door knocking. I mean, I just bought 3 pieces of real estate this week and I didn't see the houses. I didn't even look online. I don't care what the house looks like. It's in the numbers. So I think a lot of you've got to kind of break your industry norms. The other industry norm that I'm going to talk a lot about that is a huge strategy that tanks service-based companies is getting paid after the delivery of service. So chiropractors, massage therapists, hair salons. I mean, I have a hair salon in Ohio. I have restaurants. So when people deliver and then hope to get paid, you end up in a very negative or potentially negative cash flow posture. So I want you to think about, what are you doing? What are you attached to? How can it be totally different? And by the way, when you come out to one of our 3-day workshops, we teach you how to completely think differently about how you're getting paid. One of our themes is don't move without money. So if you're not getting a deposit or a pre-sale of some product or service, don't move. So again, what strategy has been bringing you down? What is holding you hostage? The other place you should be looking is around the team. Like I just did a massive, massive clearing of the Live Out Loud team. Massive clearing. Because this is the way that it's always been done. Becomes a very negative trend inside of your companies. So look at that. And look at partners that aren't keeping up to date. Our 3 days to cash was great in 2008, 9, and 10 when people were losing their jobs. They needed to become much more self-sufficient entrepreneurs. And I went back to off-Wall Street assets because that's what we're currently in. We're the greatest economy for, sharking, call it, but making deals, buying companies, buying real estate. It is the greatest low-interest economy that we have ever had. I mean, it is so rich right now. It's extraordinary. So think about the strategies. First of all, if you don't have any, write them down. What are the key things that are going to drive your revenue this year? And if they're not happening, put in some key performance indicators. What's going to be the thing that drives the cash to the bottom line? And then really pay attention to your margins. So write it down, get back to us. I'd love to have you actually put it into Ask Laurel. So go to AskLaurel.com, put in your name, phone number, email, tell me who you are, put in your strategies. We'll actually call you back and give you some free coaching and some free advice about what you're not seeing, because that's usually what happens. Talk to you soon. You're at Laurel's Real Money Talks.